Hey viewers, welcome to Shree's Coding Hub. In today's video, we are going to see how to write different conditional statements in C language. In the last episode, we have seen so many concepts in C language. We have also used the built-in functions printf and scanf. Let me show you. Uh, in the last video, we have saved with the name firstprogram.c. Till here, we wrote in the last episode. Here, we also seen how to scan any value from the keyboard using scanf function and doing arithmetic operation on any input. Now today's video, what our requirement is, here we took the input A and B, the same. Let me take another new file. Now here I am going to write again main. Now here as we discussed earlier, now what is int? It is a integer data type. Now A and B are two variables assigned. Now A and B are called objects. In which segment A and B are created? As we discussed earlier, in the RAM, in the stack segment, these objects are created. If you are not gone through those episodes, the link will be provided in the description. Please go and check out. Now here what our requirement is, first of all, printf, let me enter a value. Now scanf percentile the address of a. Now printf enter b value scanf percentile the address of b. Now, till here, we have seen in the last episode. Till here, we discussed in the last episode. But here, what my requirement is, in the last episode, we did an arithmetic operation on both A and B, and we copied the sum of the values in the A and B into the total, and we printed total. Now, our requirement is, I want to check which value is greater. I want to check which value is greater. Let me save this. Uh, conditions.c. Okay, now I am running this code. Oh, I got two errors. What are these two errors? Guess what? The errors are here. Instead of semicolon, I did a I given a column. Now let me check. No errors. We are not bothered about warnings. Control F9. Now here it is asking for a value, as we know. I am giving as 1, and it is asking for b value. I am giving it as 2. It's okay. Now the value in the A is 1 and the value in the B is 2. Now I want to check which one is greater and print that value. I hope you guys got the point. I want to check which one is greater and I want to display that value. Okay, how can we do this? Like uh, as we do in the mathematics, we check that if greater than or less than. I want to check which one is greater among A and B. For that, we need to write a condition. We need to write a condition. Here the concept condition comes into play. Here the concept conditional statements comes into play. I hope you guys got the point. We want condition to check, to compare any value, uh, instead I want to compare, I want to print a message like a and b are equal. A and b are equal. uh, Now to print that message, the values in the A and B must be equal. The values in the A and B must be same. Then only we can print that A and B are equal. So now for what from writing conditional statement we can do that task. Now let's see how to write that conditional statement and what are conditional statements. Conditional statements. Conditional statements. Now there are uh, there are conditional statements like if condition, and here we can write the statements. Now this is called if condition. What it is called? This is called if condition. If we write it like this is called if condition. Here what happens? Whatever the condition we write here, like greater than or less than or equal to. Now here if you observe, I kept double equal to for equal. Now if we write, if we give two equal two equal to symbols, then it is called as condition. But in the previous, if we give if we give the equal to symbol like this, it means it means it understand like it sends the value from right to left. Now the sum of these two numbers is copied into this total. Here it process like that. But if we keep double equal to here, it checks the condition. If it checks the condition, here it compares the value in the total and the sum of a and b. It checks, and if it checks that whether they are equal or not. I hope you guys got the point. This transfers the, this copies the value from here to here, but double equal to checks the condition whether the sum of a and b and the total, the value in the total is same or not. I hope you guys got the point. Now here in our code, double equals to is for checking equal or not. Now for checking not equals, we want to check the condition not equal to, then this is the operator. Now, if the syntax is, the syntax for writing if condition is this. Here in between these and open and closed flower brackets, we should write the statements whatever we want to execute in case of condition gets satisfied. I hope you got the point. This is the syntax. Now in between this we can write the statement. Now here I want to write the condition. What is the condition I want to write? I want to check whether whether A and B are equal or not. I want to check the condition whether A and B are equal or not. So I simply say if A is greater than, sorry, A is equal to B, then enter into the body. This is called body of if condition. Now this open and close brackets of, close flower brackets of if condition are called body of if condition. Now if a and b values are same, then program enters into the body of the if condition and executes whatever statements we write here. Printf a and b are equal, percentile d equal to percentile d comma a comma b. Here for better, let's break down this line and understand what would be the output after seeing the output. Now let's compile. No errors, warnings are not bothered. Now it is asking enter a value, uh, 2, enter b value 2. Now let's see the output. Here you can see the output. A and b are equal, 2 equal to 2. Now here the condition is, that condition got satisfied, and now it is printing this line, it is executing this printf function. Now here it reads one by one character. It is reading a, and next it is reading and printing b, and then printing r equal. It has printed a and b are equal. Now but it got percentile d. It searched for the integer value here. Now the first integer value, it always takes the first value. It always, the first percentile takes first integer value. Now it takes the integer value from a. Now the integer value in the a is 2. Now it prints 2. Now next equal to is in between these enclosed double quotation is treated as a string, is treated as a character. Now equal to got as it is print, equal to will be printed as it is, and for the next percentile d is, it takes the next integer value b. It takes the integer value from b. Now the output would be A and B are equal. For percentile D it prints 2, and then it prints equal, and the next percentile D it prints B value which is 2. Now A and B are equal, 2 equal to 2. That's why we got the output like this. Here for step by step I am increasing the complexity of writing a code and making it simple, and I am decreasing the code. Now here to print this we can use 2 or 3 printf, but writing a single line writing in a single line improves our practice and improves our better improve and helps us to understand in better way. We can understand the concept, we can understand the complexity, we can deal with the complexity. Now here I change the condition. I'll write another if condition. If a is greater than b, printf a and b are, sorry, a is greater than b. Now I take percentile d greater than percentile d, comma a comma b, and I'll write also another condition. If b is greater than a, printf b is greater than a, percentile d and greater symbol percentile d. Now b comma a. I hope you guys got the point. Now let's see the output. Control F9. Let me do one thing. I'll give water in. Now here I keep clear screen function for clearing the and rerun the output because it is clumsy. Okay. Now here I mention a slash n 2. I mention a slash n 2 slash n. Here also a slash n. I hope you guys got the point. F9. It is asking for a value. I am giving it as 4 and b value as 3. Now let's see what would be the output. Here you can see a is greater than b, 4 is greater than 3. Now if you clearly observe, the program execution starts from top to bottom. After scanning, here if it checks the condition a is equal to or b, a is equal to b or not. Now a is not equal to b because a value is 4 and b value is 3. Now here it didn't enter into the body of if condition. It directly it skipped this statement and came here and checked this condition. It has checked this condition. Now here it is checking whether a is greater than or b. It is checking whether a is greater than or b. Yeah, 4 is greater than 3, so that's why we got this line. And now after printing this line, there is nothing to do in the if body of the if condition. Now it is checking this condition. Now here the most important point is we wrote 3 if condition. It doesn't mean the 3 if conditions are not checked. Every if condition is getting checked. If the if condition gets satisfied, then it enters into the body of the if condition. Now here after executing this line, there is nothing to execute here. Now it checks this if condition. It checks whether b is greater than a or not. If the condition is false, no, so this is skipped and it comes to the end and there is nothing, so the program is terminated. Like this the process would be. Now here don't think that if this condition gets satisfied, the remaining which are written down are not checked. Every if condition is checked, every if condition is executed. Every if condition is executed. If the condition satisfies, it enters into the body. If not, it skips that line, it skips the body and comes to the next. Like that the process would be. Now let's get into the next concept. Here if you see, if a equal to b, if the condition satisfied here, even though my program is executing this is checking this condition, if the condition is not if the condition may be satisfied or not satisfied, it is checking this also. here what my uh, what my requirement is, if the condition gets satisfied here, it should not go here, it should directly come here, the come to here, it should direct here. I'll, for simplicity, I'll print hello. Okay. Now, what is the procedure here? First, it checks this condition. If the condition gets satisfied, even though the condition gets satisfied, it checks this condition, it checks this condition, it executes this condition, and then it prints hello. Now, what my requirement is, if the condition gets satisfied here, the it should not check this and this condition and directly come here and print the hello. Now, what is the advantage of doing this is time complexity. If even if the condition gets satisfied here, it is time based to check whether it is greater or whether A is greater than B or B is greater than A. Got my point? If the condition gets satisfied here, it is a waste of time of checking these two conditions. That printing directly hello is better, far better than checking all the condition. If the condition gets satisfied here, it is waste of checking this condition, because obviously it is going to be false. Now let's here another type of conditional statement comes into play, which is called if else, which is called if else. Now how to write this if else condition? Simple. Here I am taking, here if the if con for if condition we are going to write another else condition. Here we are going to write another else condition. Okay. Here we are going to write another else condition, else. Okay. Else. Okay, I sorry. uh, uh, Here I am going to write else condition. Now if here the condition is not get satisfied, it directly goes to the else part and executes this. If the condition is satisfied here, it does not goes to the else part, directly it comes to the end, next line. It skips the else and comes to the next. Now here we can, in the else block we can write the statements like this. Now let's use this else condition and let's do the task. Okay, I hope you got the point. Now I am removing these lines. Here I wrote a if condition. If a and b are equal, then the this line would get executed. If not, I will write else condition. Else printf a and b are not equal. Okay, I am printing this. If the condition gets satisfied here, it does not check the else, it does not go to the else, directly it comes to the hello. It comes to the hello. If the condition is not satisfied here, then only it comes to the else part and executes this line. Let's take alt F9, control F9. Now I am giving 1, here 2. Now let's see the output. You can observe we got the output a and b are not equal, then we got hello. Now here the condition is not satisfied, that's why it is printing, it is going to the else part. Now let's give the same output, same input values, 1 1. Now you can see a and b are equal, 1 equal to 1, hello. Now here the condition got satisfied, and now it is not going to the else part. It doesn't check whatever the else part is, it directly goes to the next and prints hello. This is the process of if else. Now now you may ask me, our requirement is completely different. We want to write, actually we want to write 3 or 4 condition. If any one of it get satisfied, the remaining should not be checked in serial wise. That was our requirement. Now let's see how can we do that. It's very simple. Here if I am I am writing a condition. Okay. If this condition fails, then to write multiple conditions, which are in chain. Like the comparison of a and b is a chain, is a chain actually. the comparison would be done in many ways. So the linked comparisons can be done like this. Now I wrote a if condition and I write statements in between these flower brackets. Okay, it's fine. If the condition fails, then it should come to, then as we discussed earlier, the L, it comes to the else part. Now here we are going to know, else if condition. Else if condition, what is this condition name called? Else if condition. Now how to write this else if condition? Here the if condition fails, it come to this part and it checks another condition. Here we are going to write another condition, and we are going, if this condition gets satisfied, it's it executes these lines. If not, we can write multiple else if statements, multiple else if for single if condition. Another condition, another condition. Okay. If this condition gets executed, got satisfied, these statements are executed. Like this we can write uh, any any number of else if statement, else if conditions, else if conditional statements for if condition, for single if condition. Now let's understand this execution. Now uh, here what I say is else if, else if I will write another condition, a is greater than b, printf percentile, sorry, a is greater than b, percentile d greater than percentile d, a comma b. Okay. Now here I am going to write another else if condition, else if b is greater than a, the percentile b is greater than a, percentile d greater than percentile d, comma b comma a. Okay. Now I I hope you guys understood the concept. Now uh, we can write else also for else if. Now here how would be the execution, let's understand it. Now if it first it checks this condition, if this condition gets satisfied, it doesn't go to any else if part. It doesn't, it is not going to check any condition of this else if blocks, directly it is going to print hello. If not, in case this condition fail, then it goes to this else if part. If this condition also get fails, then it goes to this condition. If this condition gets satisfied, then it is not going to check the else, it is not going to the else part, directly it prints hello. If the condition gets satisfied here, it is not going to check this condition and this else part, directly it prints hello. Okay. Definite, only any one of these gets executed. See, now I am 1 2 5. B is greater than A. B is greater than A. 2 is greater than 1. Hello. Hello. Now, here this condition got satisfied. This condition got satisfied. Till here, this condition got checked. This condition got checked. Now this condition got checked and got satisfied and executed this line. Now it is going not going to execute this else part. Directly it comes to the hello. I hope you guys understood. Now I'll show you another one. Now you can see the output, a and b are equal. Hello. Now the condition got satisfied here in this statement. Now it is not going to check any of these else condition, it is directly going to print hello. But uh, in the previous fashion of writing code, we wrote the conditions like this. Now here what happens, if the condition gets satisfied here, even though it comes to this condition and executes this condition and checks whether the condition is getting satisfied or not. The backlog of the writing a code in previous fashion is like this. Writing multiple if condition is not good. Instead we use else if for multiple comparisons to a single state to a same numbers or same inputs. Comparing in different types for the same inputs, we use else if concept. Here what happens, if the condition gets satisfied here, it is not going to check any of these else if condition, directly going to print hello. This is the concept. Now here I will give a best example that now you will get better understanding that in case of using else if, only one condition will get executed, not the other. Now here I'll make a simply slight change. B is less than A. Now here if you observe, I'll make this less than A, and I make this as less than symbol. Okay, if you observe clearly what I wrote here and wrote here, these two are same. A is greater, if the A is greater than B, then obviously B is less than A. These, if the A value is 4 and the B value is 3, then this condition should also get satisfied and this condition should also get satisfied for sure. I hope you guys got the point. Here what I wrote here and what I wrote here is same. A is greater than B or B is less than A is same. Now I will give the input the A value will be greater and I will give the B value less. Now let's see whether these two conditions get satisfied and print these two lines, or only any one of these will get executed. Let's see. I will give 5 and I will give 3. See guys, it gave A is greater than B, 5 is greater than 3, hello. If you observe, now it executed this line, it has executed this line. If you clearly observe, it has executed this line. Let me show you output once again. 6, 3, 5. A is greater than B, 6 is greater than 3, hello. It has executed this line, this printf, because A is greater than B got satisfied. Here the condition failed, so that's why it checked this condition. Here the condition got satisfied. Now it is not going to check any of other else if condition and else part, directly it is printing hello. Now here this condition should also get satisfied because B is less than A, obviously 3 is less than 5, but it is not checking because here the condition got satisfied obviously, so it is not going to check remaining part. That's why here the time complexity of running a code is increased in the same way. If I row I if I am not using else if part, let's assume if I am not using else if part, what it happens, 6, oh sorry, what happened, control, 6, 5. Now you can see the output. A is greater than B, B is less than A. It has executed both the condition. Here the condition failed. Now it came to next if condition. Here the condition got satisfied. Even though here the condition got satisfied, it is checking another if condition also to come. But here the our output is same. Even B is less than A or A is greater than B, it is same. So in this case, we use else if. I hope you guys understood very well. I hope you guys understood very well. Okay. In this way, we are going to learn C language in series wise from basic level to pro. So stay tuned. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Now, that's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you.